Welcome to the Musart Media podcast. Yeah. See, if I didn't have Jeff around, I wouldn't know what to say. It is the Musart Media podcast. I'd like to talk a little bit about my Not a Drum. Way back in '67, I was with Paul Winter, and he did the State Department tours and collected many doumbeks from around the world. Greek, Syrian, Egyptian ones. Jar drums that came from all parts of the world he had, and it was available for me to play while I was playing with him. And I was trying to figure out some way that I wanted to invent some new kind of a drum. And I had an African talking drum that squeezed, and I knew that I wanted to create something that was my own self-expression. And then after that, I lived as a monk for 2 years, a celibate monk, vegetarian, meditating 7 hours a day. And at the end of that 2-year period, one day I was in deep meditation, and I heard an inner sound vibration. The Christians call logos, and the Indians call it anata. And it was humming, and all of a sudden, poof! I got this inspiration, and vision just came right to me on how to make the Not a Drum, which was a cross between the doumbek and the African talking drum. And here it is. The doumbek, it has a hole on on the back end, you see, just like a doumbek, and it has a skin on the front, where talking drum has a skin on both sides. And one day I was playing for Rabbi Gilberman in a little synagogue, and using a candle to heat my talking drum up, and I burnt a hole in it, and the strings are hundreds of strings, impossible to change a head. So I was always wondering, and in the vision that I got of the Not a Drum was how to have a flotation bar, 2 bars here, see. So the one bar is holding the strings, and the other bar is holding the head. It's only 6 screws. See, now, I could take this screw here, like this screw, and I could go. But if I touch this screw, see, it'll go. Now, if I touch this screw, no, just kidding. You squeeze it. Okay, I'll get a little bit back. I know it's low tech to high tech. I'm just using my webcam. I don't want to blow it out so it gets distorted. I'm used to doing that. I'll give you a little exhibition of the way it goes. So as you see, the first thing that I do is the middle and the edge. Now, instead of squeezing with my arm right away to change the pitch, I won't do that. What I'll do is I'll squeeze with my leg and my my body. See, now I just put it on like a guitar strap. I can hold it like this. So now I'm going to squeeze with the body. So now I change the pitch. I change the tonic to this. Now I could use my arm to fluctuate that tonic. You see? And so you're using the body, the leg, the arm, the mind, the emotion, the intuition, spiritual energies. Intuition. not a drum. Latin Percussion put it out 3 years. So there are some not a drums here and there, maybe in hawk shops, pawn shops, in the back room of some music stores, who knows. But I am planning on manufacturing them on my own. I'm open to you even in helping to invest to put this drum out. I'm open to anything like that. But one thing I do know is that I'm going to be manufacturing this drum. Might be interesting to find some Detroit, Michigan-based, maybe tool and die or manufacturing places that would be interested in doing this with me. I'm open to all concepts, but sure enough, on my own, I'm going to be manufacturing some of these, a few at a time, maybe 6 to 12 at a time, and I'll be letting you know here on the Musart podcast channel. This is where you can find out all about the Not a Drum. And the other plan that I have is to have a little extension that sticks out, you know, just like this. Boom. You know, it's an extension that can stick out. Do, 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 do. So I could have triggers there, and to have triggers around here. You see what I'm saying? So you can have the trigger there. If you don't have the trigger, you can just do it with your voice. If you can't say it, you can't play it. But part of the concept of Musart and Sage Chord Studios is to do creative music, invent, to do multimedia in all kinds of ways, utilizing the low-tech to the high-tech. We have some nice recording equipment here, and we record, and we design our own albums, we mix. We have a whole group of musicians that we're a brotherhood of musicians, a cosmic brotherhood. And we have within a whole group of people 3 or 4 different kind of bands. We're experimenting with all kinds of music. We don't want to be bound by anything. And the other idea I'm thinking about this Not a Drum, which I'm really interested in, and if you know anybody that can do it, you know, just let me know about it, because I am interested in 3D printing. You know any 3D printers? Let's print some Not a Drums. Yeah!